Like I've done this so many times with so many companies. Like Oncothyreon is an example. So just phase threes, like companies I've dismantled over time. These are all companies I shorted to zero that all had like similar flaws. And I've had a lot of successes, like companies that ended up getting acquired by major drug companies and stuff like that. You know, including the company I took public that's still worth a lot more than, well, it's probably got a similar market cap to Remy right now. I don't know how he's got this market cap, but it's $1 billion drug company that I created myself with my own two hands. I founded the company and took it public, and in 3 years it was worth $1 billion. But you know, the amount of shorts that I've done over time that have been successful is I think pretty good. One of the biggest, there was this huge community of investors in this really small one, and I'm trying to figure out what their name was because I almost can't remember it right now. It was like this weird cellular device regenerative medicine company. It was a really small market cap, and I spent a lot of time kind of needling the people that were in the Yahoo message board. I actually was a little bit of a doppelganger there, kind of watching them and wondering why did they like this stock? What could they see? The ticker's like CY, something like Saito. Jeez. Yeah, it was like a stem cell bullshit kind of.
Cytodin?
No, Cytodine. I did. I did a weird deal with Cytodine. That was a bizarre one. This is like around 2015. Roth Capital was behind it as well. Cytokinetics is a real company. Let me see what. It's around 2011. There's a whole. Yeah, it was like an aesthetic. Let me see if we can find it. I'm trying to remember. There was even. I even remember like people involved in it. Here it is. Shkreli made a name and millions bashing biotech startups. Now he's running one. How could I forget Mankind? Ah, there it is, Cytori. The company was called Cytori Therapeutics. So Cytori had a sort of a fan club similar to Cassava. Yeah, a little bit. And Cytori was publicly traded. It no longer is, as far as I can understand. Let me see. I think they changed their name. They're now Plus Therapeutics, 10 million market cap. And people were all saying the same thing. Oh, well, you know, you must be paid by shorts. I'm like, I get paid when the stock goes down. That's how I get paid. And then I've never heard of a hedge fund paying somebody to bash a stock. It's like something that retail investors dreamed of. I even bashed my friend Vivek's company, Axovant. Thank you for mentioning that. I did do an entire. Vivek talked shit about me, and he also didn't. Like, he had to like walk a fine line there. But yeah, I almost have too many of these to count. There was Prana. Made a few million off Prana. These are all shorts that, like, of course the longs are upset. Their stock went down 95%. You know, so, but a lot of these I like Vital, I talked about ahead of time. Axovant, there's a whole video. Here I wrote a paper. Here I wrote a paper. Here I wrote a paper. Let me see what else.
Martin, why would someone as smart as Vivek not, he was on Jim Cramer's show for Axovant, and that drug failed. Do you think part of it could just be the risk reward? Like, there's just so much upside that even if there's faulty scientific data, people are willing to take that risk because they're playing with other people's money.
Yeah, we were going to license this drug first, actually, and GSK went back and forth with us. I still, I know the guy from GSK that made the decision, and he called us because they were, Axovant and Vivek were kind of waffling. We already passed on it, but we kind of didn't pass like with a complete pass. We were just like, we'll do some more work. We didn't want to close the door completely. And then Vivek came in, and they were in negotiations with Vivek, and then they came to us and said, if you put $5 million on the table, we'll do a deal. And they ended up doing the deal with Vivek for $5 million. I'm trying to find the Axovant drug in my list. I guess it's not here. And anyway, the point is that the results for Vivek's drug were not, the phase 2, were not that bad. Here we go. It was Axovant, itepridine, 5-HT6 antagonist. And the phase 2s, or the phase 3s, prior to the new phase 3, it wasn't that bad. So there were some, we almost believed it. We almost were willing to pay $5 million and then go raise more money and then see if the drug ended up working. So here's one of those phase 3s. Oh no, this is the phase 3 they did. It actually the ADAS-Cog separation was similar to that of Simiflam. So that's not a good thing. The phase 3 was like half a point ADAS-Cog.